Hi guys, and happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a beautiful Tuesday. It's a very cloudy Tuesday here. Otherwise I would be out in the yard. But a week from today, it's going to go almost to 80. So that is the day I will be out there all day. I'll get everything else done. I'll put my flag up, my big flag, put my fountain out. I'll get everything done. I might even get my herbs ready, or at least get the potting soil. I'll get myself ready. So today is cloudy, but it's kind of warm. And talk about what I've done for the past couple of days. All right, so Sunday we went down to Hawthorne and I found a couple of things. Just a couple of things. Oh, I left something back there. All right. Now I knocked the whole camera out of whack. It's okay. You can see me. All right, so Sunday we went to Hawthorne. Found a couple of things. I found a beautiful metal sign, the farm sign, and I hung it right here. I also found this cookbook called How to Dogs, and it has all kinds of different hot dog topping recipes and stuff like that. But what excited me about this was that it had a recipe for real Coney Island chili, for chili dogs, for Coney Island chili dogs. So I'm really excited about that, and we're going to make that on Sunday for sure. So that's pretty cool. A whole cookbook on hot dogs. Oh my God, how funny. And I also found this. This is so beautiful. It's an old tiki-like bamboo tray with a Budweiser mirrored advertising center. See? Isn't that great? It has these little handles. I just thought it was beautiful. And what did I do yesterday? Yesterday I stayed here all day because I did a new podcast. I just felt like hanging out. I did a new podcast. I did oddballs. I did promos, flexi discs, advertising. A very strange podcast because I went into, like I said, I did a deep dig. I looked in a box, a crate that I hadn't looked in probably 12 or more years. So it was very fun what was in that crate. And I did the new podcast from that crate. And then I just relaxed. I watched Stardust Memories, one of my favorite films. And just chilled out. It was a good day for that. This morning, I was in the yard for a little bit. It wasn't that cold, but the clouds were coming over. And now, of course, the wind is starting again. We can't get away from it. So, I did get my beautiful Beastly cat rug. And he's right here. Absolutely awesome. This morning, I went to the local Thrift. Found one thing, but it's a really cool thing. And I have it apart because I'm gluing the corners of the felt down. But it is this, and this is a complete game board box, okay? So here's the wooden box, very beautiful. I'll be taking this to my mom's. And here is the box top. You have your checker and chess side, and then you have your backgammon side. You know, I used to love backgammon. I used to play it like a crazy person. but I can't remember how to play it anymore. I'm gonna have to look it up on YouTube. So inside the box were so many things. It was so fun. There was poker dice and chips. There was a miniature vintage cribbage board. Look at that. And cards. There was chess pieces. There was backgammon and checkers. Very fun. And there was dominoes. And the paperwork was still in it. Dice rolling cup. All that was inside this box. And it's so strange because it had, look, it looks like there's a drawer here, right? So I'm sitting in the thrift store trying to open the drawer to see if the pieces are in there. And finally, it said the drawer don't open. It ain't opening. Finally, I realized that this just lifted off from the top of the box. So as soon as the felt dries inside, I'll put everything back in, take it by my mom's. That's all I found there. And then on my way home, I was like, where should I go? Should I go to Passaic or should I go to the Salvation Army? It's been years, like I said. And I said, let me go to the Salvation Army. I'm going to go to the Salvation Army on Van Houten today. And I pulled up, and the parking lot was so empty that I thought it was gone, you know? I thought it was closed. But when I got inside, I realized why it was empty. Because I'm telling you, it was worse than... Well, there was a lot of furniture in there. I will say there was a lot of furniture. Housewares and tchotchkes and things like that. So few. I've never seen a thrift store with that few of that kind of thing. They had a lot of plates, pots, kitchen gadgets, but nothing cool, nothing great. Lots of clothes, lots of furniture. But I found two things there. I said, oh, you know, I'll probably never go back. I mean, with the thrift stores that we have now, there's no reason. There's nothing there. But I did find this book from my dad on Hackensack, a pictorial history. And this is really cool. My dad's business was in Hackensack for years before he moved to Englewood and finally Garfield. But this should be very interesting. And of course, this is where the old Record King was, Hackensack. I worked in Hackensack for over 20 years, you know, 20-something years. So this is really cool, especially now that they're gentrifying it and changing it so much. But this shows all the beautiful old historic buildings, which they'll probably eventually knock down, which is a sin. I found that, and I found this beautiful iron owl, and I loved him, and I put him right here. So I'm waiting for something from Amazon, a little something. I got one for, but it didn't come yet. It's supposed to be here today. And I got one for each of my cars, and I got one for Raymond when he visits, but they didn't come yet, so I can't show you. But they're really cool. In fact, Craig the Record King had one, and I said, what is that? And he told me, and I said, oh, I got to get these. So I stopped in the Dollar Tree when I came out of the local thrift. And, you know, the Dollar Tree is no longer a dollar. But I wanted to get those spray. You know, those spray things that go inside the unit for the bathroom. You know, the scent sprayer things. I realized this morning that I had none put aside, no, new ones, and that one ran out, and I like to put those in there. And I got a white cake mix, and I got this really cool aqua blue frosting, so I'll make some cupcakes for Sunday after we have our chili dogs. My dad loves cupcakes. He loves his sweets. Me and my mom are not sweet eaters, but he loves them. So it was not an eventful day and not an exciting thrift day, but I found a couple of cool things, and amazingly I didn't get home till 5 to 12. I went out when the local opened 10. Well, the Salvation Army is like a drive. It's a ways away. Now I know why I never go there. Last time we were there, I found one thing, and it was this. And Raymond, thought it was by this artist, but I think we decided it wasn't. Oh, it's definitely signed though. This beautiful thing, and this I always use for the phonograph needles that after I use them for a record on the antique phonographs, I throw the used needles in there. And I've loved it from the time we got it. And that's the last time I think I was at Salvation Army. For sure. For sure. But last time Raymond was here, we didn't have... we didn't have the American Thrift yet. That's brand new. That's pretty new. Red, white, and blue was somewhere else. It was a different location, and it was great. I mean, it was a crazy thrift store, but now it's a big warehouse. Really fun. And the other, I think the others were the same. Oh, we didn't have the Goodwill outlet when he was last here. So we had the local, and we had Hawthorne for the most part, and the red, white, and blue in a different location. That's why we went to that Salvation Army, and it was, I don't know, it just was nothing today. I saw them like digging through stuff to put out, and it looked like they got tons of donations, but nothing's on the shelves. It's like, and nobody's in the store. Really, really kind of creepy. I should have took the camera with me because it was weird. I used to love the Salvation Army up by, up in Pompton Lakes. But it's so far. And with gas like $4 something a gallon. I'm not wasting the gas to go all the way up there for that. When Raymond comes, we will go to Dover. And that's a trek, let me tell you. And that's about all the major long trips we'll be taking because the gas is just out of hand. But we got plenty around here that we love to do, so not a big deal. What else? So, almost 80 degrees next Tuesday. How exciting. I can't wait. Because I was going to put my flag out yesterday, and then the wind started whipping. I said, nah, why? I can't be out here to enjoy it anyway yet, so. But I think after Tuesday, things are going to start looking up. I hope so. So I think that's about it. In the background, we are listening to Sigur Rós. Great band. Really interesting band. And I think that's about it, guys. Just short, quick, sweet. I hope you're having a beautiful, magical day. A magical, mystical, musical day. Comment, subscribe, spread that love. Tink merch below, Radio Tink podcast link below. Follow Radio Tink on Facebook. And remember, until next time, I love you all. Mwah. See you next time.